Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort, featuring the new Universal Epic Universe. With spectacular hotels, we offer a week of vacation excitement. Visit universalorlando.com.
Hold the phone, True Crime Army. On Monday of this week, I brought you an update episode, but boy, do I have an update for you today. This update is about Crystal Mitchell's case from episode 93. You may recall that in that episode, I brought you a bilingual episode on Fugitive Raymond McLeod I. Well, the day has finally come, ladies and gentlemen. They got him. Yes, indeed they did. So this is how I found out. On Tuesday, I was sitting having breakfast and doing my morning social media review when I saw a message from my friend who runs the website Military Justice for All. She had sent me a link to the most incredible story. You see, on Monday, August 28th, 2022, the U.S. Marshals followed up on a tip that they received that Raymond McLeod was in El Salvador. And well, the U.S. Marshals confirmed that they went to the small town of Sonsonate in El Salvador. And what do you know? There he was, Raymond McLeod in the flesh. He had been going by the assumed name Jack, according to a few people who commented on my updated TikTok on that case. And he was teaching English. He was calling himself a coach. He had told his students that he was from Canada, but apparently he was a man of few words. Yup, can you freaking believe it? You may recall from episode 93, and I remember from reading Josephine's book, The Chase, that in the last few years, McLeod had been spotted in several places in Central America, including Mexico, Guatemala, and Belize. Now, all of those countries are right next to each other on a map, so it appears that Raymond didn't go very far at all. Of course, 2 of the U.S. Marshals who traveled to El Salvador to catch Raymond, they took the most amazing picture flanking Raymond, where he just had kind of this dumb expression on his face. I bet he thought he would never get caught, but thankfully he did. And I have a feeling that his capture will save many, many lives in the future. As soon as I read the article, I sent Josephine Wenzel, Crystal's mom, a congratulatory message, and we chatted online very briefly. I can only imagine that it's a bittersweet moment for Crystal's family and her poor kids, who are kind of at the age where they probably fully understand that their mom was robbed of her life. But I am sure that many prayers were answered when Raymond was captured this week. Shout out to Josephine Wenzel and the U.S. Marshals for never giving up on Crystal Mitchell's case. So I want to share a news clip with you that I thought was very well done. The crazy thing about this news clip is that they kind of show a picture of Raymond and they show him from behind, flanked by the 2 U.S. Marshals. And in that picture, he's wearing a shirt that says Coach across the back. And right below it, it says, quote, changing lives, end quote. And it has like the Facebook thumb on it. And I thought that was so interesting, right? That he was hiding kind of in plain sight, teaching people a different language and just kind of hiding within that country. I wanted to play a news segment on this case update because ABC 15 did such a lovely job. Also, Josephine participated in this news segment. She participated in many news segments. And I just wanted you to hear what she had to say.
I could hear her saying, "You did it, Mom. I knew you'd do it."
Her daughter murdered, the accused killer on the run for years, but tonight finally a step toward justice. A Marine veteran on the U.S. Marshals Most Wanted list just arrested in El Salvador for the 2016 killing of his Phoenix girlfriend.
ABC 15's Ashley Paredes spoke with the woman's mother and is learning more about what led up to his arrest.
This devastated our family. I mean, we're broken, but we're not destroyed.
Josephine Wenzel has been fighting 6 long years for this day when her daughter's accused killer is apprehended.
I don't care how long they take to prosecute this case, as long as he's locked up in jail, I'm satisfied.
30-year-old Crystal Mitchell was a mother of 2 working as a property manager in Phoenix when she met Raymond McLeod in 2016, a former U.S. Marine who was looking for an apartment. They had only been dating a few short weeks when they decided to take a weekend trip to San Diego. It was there at a friend's home where prosecutors say Crystal was found strangled.
They contacted me and said, we're not looking for a suspect. We are looking for her murderer.
McLeod nowhere to be found since then, up until Monday. U.S. Marshals tracking him down in El Salvador after receiving a public tip that he was working as an English teacher, Crystal's mother helping make that identification.
So when he told me about it, I looked at the picture again and I said, oh my gosh, it's him. It is him. This is him.
These court documents out of Phoenix show McLeod pleaded guilty in 2009 to a misdemeanor aggravated assault charge on top of violating a restraining order. But the charge was later dismissed as part of a plea deal where McLeod had to successfully complete a domestic violence counseling program. And just 3 months before meeting Crystal, we're learning McLeod was out on bond on a felony charge for inflicting injury on his spouse out of Riverside, California. That case also still active.
While the marshals did their job and caught the guy, I hope to God that the court system does not fail my daughter. And I'm there to make sure they don't.
U.S. Marshals say McLeod will be brought to San Diego to face those murder charges against him. Crystal's mother is also on her way there, where law enforcement is expecting to hold a press conference on Thursday.
All right, True Crime Army, that's all I have for you today. I know that the San Diego DA office or the U.S. Marshals are holding a press release on Thursday, September 1st, but I wanted to put this out there because I've been getting so many messages from all the True Crime Army members about this case. I really just wanted to put this out there. Depending on how the press conference goes, I may or may not just have another segment for you later this week, but we shall see. I am so glad that Raymond has been captured, but the case is not over yet. In fact, it has only just begun. I will keep everyone posted using social media, and I use my TikTok, Military Margot with a T at the end, and I use my Instagram, Military Murder Podcast. And once the case has come to like a full conclusion, I will be sure to let everyone know via the podcast. And with that, see you later.